Good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
I have my mom with me here too.
Hello. How are you doing?
Good. Yes, it's got to be on
Nice
here.
to see you.
Phone audio.
Because Bonnie, thank you. Because some of the things that you were saying about Centreville Elementary,
Right.
I totally did all that stuff as well. Like when you were talking about the brownies and how you walked across the street, I was like, I did that too. I remember that. That was
Right.
awesome. And definitely, I was born and raised in Centreville, and as early as I can remember, the way you described 28 and 29, that's how it was for me as a
Right.
kid. I mean, I don't remember, I can't even recall exactly when 28 went all the way across, but I do remember it stopping right there at where the fire station now is, and it used to be a hardware store.
Right.
And
Hunter's Hardware.
yes, Hunter's Hardware, exactly. So those are my earliest memories of Centreville, and I will tell any and everybody I know, Centreville by far the best place to grow up. I can't get a girl out of Centreville, and well, I got out of there, but my heart is still there. I absolutely love Centreville.
And where was your home?
The earliest I can remember was on Compton Road.
Okay.
And we live right next door to the Pearson family. We were the third house down on the left, and the homes were at that time were owned by Mr. Harmon, and which was my dad's first cousin, I believe.
Is that Compton Road on the west side of 28?
I'm sorry?
Is that Compton Road on the west side of 28?
Oh, goodness. When you're going, okay, so if you're going down 28 towards Manassas, we lived on the left side of Compton.
Okay.
And we used to ride our bicycles from there, which was a hill. We were riding and we knew we were safe. We didn't have any, problems crossing over, into Manassas and things like that. There was a 7-Eleven, and I believe there's still a trailer park that's back there. But we remember when the 7-Eleven got built, and that was a place that we would go to. We thought we were the coolest things in Centreville. I am originally a Yule. Yates is my married name, but I am a Yule. And I come from my mom, which was her maiden name was Scott, and my grandmother Robinson. So I'm that historic group of original Centrevillians or whatever.
Mhm.
But I met
Do you know Rusty Yule?
Yes, my last name is Yule. My
No,
maiden.
do you know Rusty Yule?
Yes.
Okay, I worked with him at Dogwood
Really?
Elementary School.
Okay. I think my sister was there at that time as well. Teresa.
I'd have
My sister taught there, I believe, and as well as my brother Doug, who now teaches at Westfield. But he taught it. He did his.
so.
Yes, he is.
Oh, please tell him I said hello. I was the music teacher.
Okay, I will let him know.
Good, thank you.
I'm in Culpeper now, and when I left Centreville, I came to Fauquier County, and I had no clue. I just felt alone. I didn't know that I had family out this way, and then I come into Culpeper, and I find that I have more family in Culpeper than I had anywhere. A lot of Yules have moved, and well, a lot of Yules, Robinsons, all of them have moved to Culpeper. They skipped right past Fauquier and came to Culpeper. So I do get to see a lot of them. I get to, I run into them and they scream out my little name that they had for me when I was a little girl, a little nickname. And I'm like, oh, darn, yeah, I guess you know me. So.
Now, are you related to James Robinson, who had the house on 29?
Yes. My uncle Lorenzo, there was a house that sat directly across the street from Stone Road. It was a White House when it was just a field. And my uncle Lorenzo, he stayed there until they actually made him sell out. So, and yeah, that was a Robinson home place, one of many. So
Hey, Lynell, what's the connection with Donna Henderson? Are you cousins?
Donna Henderson's mom and my dad are second cousins.
Okay.
And she grew up on Compton Road with us. There was Mark Pearson, a lot of kids, which we were lucky, there were a lot of kids actually on Compton Road when we were little, but it was a dangerous road by all means. But, you know, at that time, the danger was not nearly as bad as it is now. And it definitely expanded and changed and all that.
So Lynell, you talked about going to Centreville Elementary School. What other schools did you attend?
Well, when I went into middle school, Rocky Run had not been built yet.
Right.
And we were bused all the way out to Robinson High School.
Mhm.
And then when Rocky Run got built, they left the option for the students to either continue at Robinson or move to Rocky Run from where I lived. And I chose Rocky Run because I had a very tough first period teacher. So when they built Rocky Run, there was no question. We went to Rocky Run.
I remember 8th grade, I was in that situation. Mike, he got to continue to go to Robinson, and a lot of us going into 9th grade were hoping we would too, but we didn't. He was already in 9th grade, so they kept on going to finish out their 4 years there. A lot of us got shipped over to Chantilly. I remember when I was at Robinson 8th grade, the English teacher was asking us, you know, where we were living, where we were from, whatever. And I said Centreville, and everyone I would talk to, whether it was at school or somewhere else, Centreville was the sticks. It was considered
Yes.
like make a mistake, or I don't pronounce something right. I make the joke that, hey, I'm from Centreville. I got an excuse, you know. So it's sort of an ongoing joke. I mean, it's not no disrespect, of course. I love Centreville. Like Lynell said, I had opportunities to travel to Europe for a couple of months at a time, you know, through my parents, my dad, and I just stay home, be with my friends. Mike being one of my dear friends, you know, I grew up with. There's 3 of us. You know, Lynell was a dear friend too. But you know, it's just, you know, it was just didn't want to leave it. You know, I just wanted to spend all the time I can there. So, yeah, I do make that joke a lot. So, anyway.
Well, Mark, I don't know if you recall, but when we were at Chantilly and we would say something about being in, you know, coming from Centreville, and they're like, where is that? Oh my gosh, that's so bad. And I was like, really? Chantilly was farmland.
Mm-hmm.
It was nothing but farms. And I was like, come on, people.
And it's funny you
And
say that.
I was growing up in Centreville. There was a farm, of course, and that was Farmer Palmer's farm.
He set it on fire a bunch of times. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that. I'm joking. He didn't
But
set
it
it
did.
on fire.
It did
But,
get set on fire quite a few times.
yeah,
But
the
I
one
could go
behind
over there,
your
you know,
house.
I get off the bus and jump on the cows and ride the cows. So, I mean, that's what I did. You know, Mr. Palmer would come on, you know, he'd scream at me,
Yeah.
you know, that cow's gonna kill you, but didn't stop us. We loved it.